What is the biggest misconception of you? What's one thing people think about you, but it's not true?
That's a good question. I would say the biggest misconception about me is that I'm perfect. That's what people think. And that's definitely not the case. I go through things just like everybody else. I have bad days just like everybody else. I just always have a smile on my face, so people think that I don't go through things. They think that, oh, she hasn't been through anything, she hasn't struggled, she doesn't understand any of those things. So I think that's the biggest misconception about people, about me, especially people looking at me online,
Craziest rumor you ever heard about yourself?
Oh my God. I would say the craziest rumor. There's been a few. I would say the craziest rumor was when I was in high school, this guy told everybody that he, did a few things to me. And I went to school the next day and my cousin slapped me in my face because he thought that it was true. It was just, it was crazy. So, and then there was another rumor that we died. Yeah, in high school, because I got in a bad car accident with KP, and the car looked terrible. It was totaled, and everybody in the school thought we died. So that was a crazy rumor too.
So these are high school rumors. It's
high school rumors. So the latest rumor was that I tried to sabotage somebody else's music career. That was the latest rumor. Yeah, that was a few months ago. Yeah.
But that's false.
That's false for sure. Yeah. I don't get down like that at all,
Where did that come from? Was it something that you did that people kind of just assumed it was on something else, or it was just somebody just making something up?
Somebody making something up. Oh. I did a song, and the song was given away to someone else without my permission. And so I think that what happened was they underestimated my fan base because I'm not with a major label. And my fans went off on this particular person because they didn't give me credit. It was just a crazy situation. And so the producer of the song, he was lying and saying that I tried to sabotage the other artist's image and make her look bad when I said nothing. I did nothing wrong. I didn't say anything. But my fans, they knew that it was my song. So, I mean, I didn't have to say anything. So,
has this situation been handled?
I would say for me, I let it go. I moved on. I'm not sure what they've done, but I am done with it. I have bigger fish to fry, or in my case, bigger tofu to fry.
Because it sounds like you're vegan.
Yeah.
Now, what question do you hate to answer? Is there anything that bothers you that people ask of you or ask you?
I hate when people ask me, who do I compare myself to as an artist? It's really annoying because, I mean, you feel like, I guess it makes sense for them to ask so that they can maybe put you in the category of someone else. You know what I mean? But I think every artist kind of hates that question, especially because we try to find ourselves as it is. You know what I mean? We try to find who we are as an individual, as an artist, and then somebody comes along and says, who are you most like? And you're like, myself. So I hate that question, but I answer it anyway. I try to be as nice as I can when I answer that question.
I personally have never asked that question. I would
Thank
never
you.
ask that question.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I think that's a dumb question. I think that, in my perspective, that's either an interviewer that doesn't know too much about the artist, so they might just ask that to kind of, as a lead-in to other types of questions or something, or to spark something else, or it's just like one of those basic questions like you would ask I don't know, that's not...
Thank you.
That's not appropriate in my
It's not, because it's it's the same thing as me saying, who do you compare yourself to in life? Who are you like? Everybody is unique. Everybody is an individual, So
do you care what people think of you? Be honest.
No, I don't. But you know what's interesting about that question? Do I care what people... That's a really good question. Do I care what people think of me? Before, I did. And that's when I had a different manager, and he made me feel like I had to be perfect. He made me feel like I couldn't have any flaws. I couldn't, smile wrong, laugh too hard. Like, I couldn't do anything. So at that point, yes, I did. But now I don't care what people think about me because I'm comfortable with who I am. And I love who I am now, and flaws and all. You know what I mean? If I mess up in a show, or if I mess up while I'm filming fitness, or if I mess up while I'm doing an interview, it's just who I am. So I really don't care what people think about me. And I feel like the people that have something bad to say about me, they're just haters. They're just hating.
Now, some people have told me that's, okay, when I ask that question, most people will sit here and say they don't care about people's opinions and stuff like that of themselves. Right. But some people will sit here and say, yeah, you know what? I don't mind saying that I care about what other people think. And I think that a lot of people that say they don't care are lying. They really do care. They're just trying to sound good on camera on a question like that.
Well, see, I thought the opposite. I thought that naturally people would say that they cared. I think to a certain extent we all care. You know what I mean? But as far as like when it comes to trolls, when it comes to people talking trash about me, I don't care. Now, when it comes to people that support me, yes, that's a different story. I do care about what they think about me, to a point. You know what I mean? Because they are my supporters, and I care. I do, in that sense. But I don't care about trolls. I don't care about rumors. I don't care about, things like that. So.
I do think there are some people that absolutely do not care. I think there are some people like that, but I just find it hard to believe so many people don't care. I do think a lot of people do care, in my opinion, on the outside looking in.
I feel like it's, it can go either way. But for the most part, I think that you have to come to a point where you don't care, in a sense where you have to have the thick skin, especially in the entertainment industry, no matter what type of entertainment you do. So whether it's fitness, whether it's music, you do have to have that thick skin, because people are going to talk noise. They're going to assume things. They're going to come up with their own assumptions about you, their own stories about who you are. You know what I mean? So to that extent, you do have to feel like, okay, you have to say, look, I can't care about that, because you'll be mad all the time. You'll be mad every day if you cared that much about what people said.
What about the music? Do you care what people think about the music?
Yeah, I do. I do. Because if they don't like it, they don't buy it. If they don't buy it, then it's not successful. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I do care about that part, for sure.
I've heard some people will say, I don't care. I make music how I like to make it. Depending, whatever the case may be, I'm making the music for me. It is what it is type of thing. Some people have said something like that.
I can understand that. I can understand why they would say that, because you can't be too caught up on what people might say. You still have to stay in a creative zone, and in order for you to stay in a creative zone, you do have to have that you have to have that thought process to a point. But you should care about what people think about. If it's trash, you know what I mean? If tons of people, if most of the people are saying it's trash, it might be trash. You know what I mean? Or they're just not your fan base. That just might not work. So,
what are your keys to success?
Oh, my keys to success: being who you are, being you, being authentic. That's important. And I mean, like, being authentic, meaning, because I think we all get into a character when we perform, right? So not that, but being authentic, meaning knowing who you are when you go home at night. You know what I'm saying? When you go home at night, knowing who you are and being happy with who you are when the cameras are off, when the lights go down. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the keys to success. I would say another one is working hard, or at least working smart. And loving what you do. That's important, because that's the only way that you'll be able to continue to keep pushing and doing well. I think when you start to not like what you're doing, it gets really mundane. It gets torturous, it gets whack, honestly. So those are some of the key components, I think, to success, in my opinion.